And that nigga did it how I always wanted to do it, and I'll never be able to do it like that.
All right. One thing I can't stand about people is people who don't listen to anything you say. And I'm gonna look directly in the camera, and I want people to understand I am talking about Philip Myers Jr. because he don't listen. I'm sorry, Philip Myers Sr.
I'm senior.
My bad. Not PJ. PJ's fine. Okay. I can't sit people that just want to antagonize and instigate. Do you know what instigate means now, Philip? Do you know what that means now? You know what that means? Do you want me to give you the Webster definition of what instigate is, you asshole? Do you want me to give you that?
Calm down, nose ring. Calm down. Nose ring. Relax, okay? Calm down.
You have the head of a beautiful black woman's areola. Stop talking to me like you're crazy, Philip. Okay? All right? I'm your brother. Now listen to what I have.
Take your head off. Take your head off.
I have long hair, Philip. Okay, I have a hairline. I have a hairline. What?
Take your head off.
Put on a different t-shirt, Philip. You wear a white tee all the time.
Take your head up. Bro, we got a special guest in the building, and you want to argue with me with painting on eyebrows and dog braids.
Philip.
Bro, come on.
Philip,
bro.
Stop talking. Listen, me and Mr. Myers have an ongoing discussion about Kanye West. I do not support the views of Kanye West in any shape, fashion, or form. I want to say that on a public forum. Oh my God, Philip. This is what you're doing. I don't support him in any shape, fashion, or form. So let's get that out of the way. What I gotta tell you is one thing right now. If you ever see Philip Myers Sr. in the street, you slap the fuck out of him and tell us for me. That's all I gotta say, okay?
And escalated quickly.
Don't have me get Cody James back on here. He called you his daddy, okay? All right. Paulie said he owe you one, okay? Don't have me get motherfuckers out here on you, Phil. Don't have me get motherfuckers. I got people for you. Shit for you, son. Okay?
I think Cody said he had one for him too.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? That's fine. Cody and Paulie, I get that. But bro, we got a whole nation out here for you, Joe. So be chill, baby. Be chill, bro. Don't do that.
Did you just game bang on a wrestling podcast, Philip?
Yeah, bro.
Definitely did, man. Phil, I feel like I don't know you, brother.
I feel like I don't know you either anymore.
Bro, chill out, bro. Chill out. We don't do that, bro. We don't do that over here. I'm about peace and love.
You're normally a super nice guy.
I'm chill, but you know when people want to get talking, you know, I mean, hey, let's say.
Hold on, I'm gonna take my hat off for you so you see. Philip, bro. What the? Did you throw the forks up? Is that what you did?
I know what you're talking about, bro.
Phil, what? Okay, Phil, give me like a quick synopsis of your life. Were you like a gangbanger?
Bro, bro, this ain't about me. We only got an hour, bro. Now we only got 56 minutes because you out here playing. We got special guests in the building.
You're a black belt gangbanger, and I'm confused. I'm trying to figure out what your life is.
George, I apologize. This is normally how it goes.
Who are you? Are you
30?
Phil, are you like in Cobra Kai and shit, and then you gangbang on the side and sell drugs?
What the fuck?
Bro, your ass. Bro, stop that. We got a special guest in the building, bro.
All right, I'm sorry. All right. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the I Think Wrestling Podcast. My name is Joe Freeland, a.k.a. I'm the champ, a.k.a. I'm the one tweeting.
You a fucking asshole. You know that?
I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Introduce my brother.
Got me choking and shit. Let's go.
Listen. Just for the record, Phil is my brother. Like, that's my brother. So
all day.
If I can fuck with him, I can fuck with nobody. I want to introduce the rest of the podcast as fast as you can see. It's another special guest that we have on. Thanks to one No Chill with Phil. Appreciate you once again, my boy. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce the man that is dating women who are 4'2" to 6'3", height does not matter, nor does weight. But if your preference in Marvel characters differs from his, he will leave you stranded at your job with no ride. I've seen him do it 3,000 times. Okay, I know it's a lot. 3,000 times. He drinks Arizona iced teas with no sugar in them. Take that information with what you will. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lost Oos, Logan the Great.
Greetings and salutations. I am Logan the Great, Lost Oos. Got a new episode, a new interview. King Torch. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. I have like 11 different questions about the Marvel preference, but I don't feel like I should go there with Phil sitting in a Spider-Man chair.
No, it's deep. It's a deep thing, man. It's a deep thing. It's a deep thing. It's a real deep thing. We'll get into it after the show. And next I want to introduce my other brother, the man who is a toxic titan.
Wow.
Oof.
Okay.
A polygamist in all shapes and sizes and forms, a man that has beaten the Illinois Circuit Court of child support on more than one occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, No Chill with Phil.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children from all ages, my name is Phil Myers Sr., a.k.a. Can't Knock It the Great One, also known as the Child Support Slayer and the voice of violence for all hill wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a beverage, libations of any kind, I need you to get that libation in your hand right now because we have a special guest in the building. This man has toured the U.S., this man has toured Canada. This man has toured Europe on the music shit, on his music. We're not even necessarily getting into it with music tonight because it's so vast and vibrant, boisterous. But we, ladies and gentlemen, have a special rare appearance of the creator and founder of all heel wrestling, where I am the voice of violence. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you to King Torch. Make some fucking noise. Make some fucking noise. Torch, what's up, bro?
I hit the golf clap for you, Phil. Yeah, see, gotta have some class with it if you're claiming to be royalties. Yeah.
How you doing, bro? How you doing? How you feeling, bro?
Not bad, man. God, I don't know how to live up to that intro either. Jesus.
Stop it, bro.
Technically, it's the first appearance I've ever done for AHW as far as podcasts go.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
It is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Exclusive.
Thank you, man. Thank you. That means a lot, for real. Like that's a big deal, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, Phil, that Arby's you sent me on DoorDash earlier, bang, that was a perfect. The curly fries and the Nyla Jacks. Oh shit.
We not. Hold up. So yo. Torch gives me shit about having a crush on Nyla Jax. I know I'm not the only one that like Nia Jax. I love me a full figure woman.
Wait, time out. I don't want to be toxic, but I'm going to be. I'm gonna ask y'all because I don't know, and I'm only saying it because I don't know. Is she pre-op or post-op?
Who?
Nyla Jax.
She's a woman. Like the actual. She was.
I think he's thinking of Nyla Rose, Joe.
Oh, Nyla Rose.
Nyla Rose.
Oh.
Not Nyla Rose.
Oh.
Nia Jax.
I'm fairly.
I'm gonna turn my camera off. I'm about to get canceled. I can feel that. That's gonna come.
Yeah,
right.
that's you. That's you,
Yeah.
toxic ass.
Yeah, that's
Nia Jax.
Nia Jax, not Nyla Rose.
The one that broke Becky Lynch's nose, Nia Jax.
But Phil,
Nia Jax.
can I ask you something, Phil?
What up? No, they don't look alike.
No,
they don't.
Not where I'm going. How many years have you watched wrestling for?
All my life.
And how did you settle on Nia fucking Jax?
No,
I
bro.
did.
bro.
I'd hit Nia Jax too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd hit Nia Jax too.
God damn it.
Nia Jax look better than a lot of the ones that was wrestling back in the day.
If we put her side by side with China, nobody wins.
Nobody wins.
Nobody.
wins.
China when she did Sports Illustrated, or China when she was first introduced?
So you're talking about pre or post, like the whole facial scraping thing Vince McMahon paid for?
I need to post out. I need to post out China. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to lie to you. I need to post out China.
Post. When she got her face done, she was right. That it was a time where China was right.
So you saying not the first Playboy appearance?
No, can't do that one.
No.
So she did what? Two? She did 2 or 3 of them with WWE, right?
She had 2 of them, and the first one she had her face. Like she's when I say that she's an attractive woman, but she like is a level up post-op. Like China post-op is
no doubt. Yeah.
But
Got the rest of the song.
God rest her soul. Okay, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Mount Rushmore women's wrestler, based not on wrestling looks alone. Okay. Mount Rushmore women's wrestler. Torch, you go first.
Are we talking looks in their prime?
Looks in their prime. Yes, yeah. Looks in their prime.
Yeah.
Sunny, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Toni Storm.
Yeah, that's a solid Mount Rushmore.
Because 90s were too plasticky. You look at Sable, I mean, there was nothing on that woman that wasn't manufactured.
Yeah, you're not lying on that.
True.
You're not lying on that. That was a whole Mattel factory.
And then you go back, and I feel like they all could be like my mom. It's a fucking weird, like, you know, Miss Elizabeth's back then. You had Bertha Faye, which was just downright scary. Alundra Blaze, who I feel like could break my back in spots I don't have a back.
Yeah.
So you throw the one to the 90s, which is a win, which is Sunny. Then you got to go semi-current, and otherwise it's rough.
I'm with you on that, bro. I'm with you. And yo, but me and Torch talk damn near, if not every day, every other day, with just random wrestling facts. Bullshit, nonsense, memes, all of the above. Mm-hmm. That's the solid Mount Rushmore he got.
Mm-hmm.
Logan, who you got?
I need some time, brother. I was going to ask you to go ahead because I was kind of sure you might have, you know.
Joe, who you got?
Quick.
Me?
Yeah. And Joe Mount Rushmore, who you got?
Mine's going to be weird, so I don't want nobody judging me when I say mine. I don't damn what nobody says.
This is Judgment Joe.
No judging.
It's gonna be weird. Francine from ECW.
ECW. Okay.
Fair.
Yeah. Nia Jax. Yep, I got because her face is phenomenal. Yes, she's built like a potato, but I still knock her down.
Nah, that's a cute big girl. That's a cute ass baby.
That's a cute big woman. That's the beautiful big woman. I mean, hold you. Damn. Okay. All right. I can't think of her name. She's from Canada.
Trish Stratus.
Yes, Trish Stratus, and not Trish Stratus WWE. Trish Stratus when she was in WCW, where she was hanging with the Madness, with the hat and the leather jacket and the boobs.
Major Guns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fair. Love to see it. Love to see it. Oh, and I will mention Bailey because of that ass.
That's a solid Mount Rushmore. That's a solid Mount Rushmore.
Oh, it's solid, all right.
That's a solid Mount Rushmore.
All right. Let's see. 90s, I'm gonna go Lita.
Yeah.
Who else? Bailey, gotta go with Bailey for sure.
Jeez.
He stole my answer with Francine, so I couldn't go with Francine. So we're gonna go Lana, yeah, Rusev's wife, Lana. And I want to say Sasha, but I got to go with Bianca, man. I got to go with Bianca Belair.
Woo! Hips and ass, baby. Hips and ass.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I got to go Nia,
Yep.
Tessa.
Tessa Blanchard? Explain that one to me. I want to know what that's like.
No, stop that. Stop
Hold on,
that.
let him finish. Let him finish first.
Okay, go.
Nia, Tessa. Who was old girl with Eminem? Melina.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know y'all gonna give me shit, but Mae Young.
Jesus Christ.
Mae Young.
Phil, the only way that could have been made worse is if you had Charlotte Flair.
Wait,
Nah, Charlotte, nah.
Mae Young.
No.
wait. Okay, hold on. Let's get into this, Phil, because I'm interested. What Mae Young? Old Mae Young or young prime Mae Young?
Mae Young when she was with Mark Henry, Mae Young.
Oh, so you just want to take over child support payments on the hand?
No. the Velveteen. The Velveteen. Bro.
Dude,
Makes sense. Makes sense. Take the gums out. I see you, boy. I see you now. Okay. Now, Tessa Blanchard. Explain that one to me.
Yo, shorty cute.
Yeah.
Cute.
I'm not gonna lie.
And if me and Tessa at the club and motherfuckers want to get bucked, like, bro, you better back up. I have my girl beat your ass.
That's the whoops like that.
But Phil, you could have plugged like Paige or Jordan Grace in there too, and I think they would have been better picks.
Nope. Tessa. Give me Tessa.
Oh, you can.
Tessa got a strong chin. Like, she got a strong jaw.
She got a Thanos chin. She got a very Thanos like.
She does. And we all saw what happened when Hulk fought Thanos. No, before he even had all the stones.
I know, but still, it's very. That's all.
But yo, we out here talking about who our crush is, man. Yo, exclusive hot take wrestling premiere. King Torch, first interview ever, which is news to us on a podcast. Bro, thank you so much. Because I know how busy you are. I know you travel, you making moves and constantly in meetings and this, that, and other. We know you got your hands, I know you got your hands in a lot of different pots. So, bro, thank you so much for taking time to rock with us.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Means the world.
Yeah.
We gonna kick this interview off. I'm gonna throw the first question out there, even though I know it, but some of the viewers may not know it. Bro, how did you come up with the concept for all heel wrestling? Talk to us about that.
It's hard to get to like an origin point. A lot of it was actually, you know, Day very well. Day is technically a founding member here. He's part owner.
Shout out to him today.
We had been throwing back and forth the idea of like, COVID's coming to an end. The independent music scene got crushed by COVID, and it was like, we need something new to do. And he was starting to train wrestling out at POW. And we were like, let's start a fucking wrestling company. Because independent wrestling is huge in the Midwest, like on a whole different. And we spent weeks trying to figure out a name. Like, we'd be playing GTA online and shit, throwing names around. And one night I was absolutely completely fucking slammed, right? Just way too many down the hatch. And I walked by him and I was like, bro, fucking all heel wrestling. And he was like, that's it. And that was probably January 2021 that we came up with the name, and we launched in November. I think I met you sometime in like May or June.
We met shortly thereafter, yep.
Yeah. and you were a natural fit. I think were the first person outside of like the household to be named a part of it. So like, and then of course we got Heathen and Amber, and then D, Spicoli. I don't even know if he's going to be at the next show because his Facebook got hacked. But I mean, we built this team with, we got Robbie on sound, Calvin and Drew are out there always doing work. Heathen's also doing the graphics on top of being the general manager. Yeah. He's a grinder, man. So it's just like everything came together with the perfect team, and the name just fits because, I mean, you know me as well as anyone, man. I don't bullshit in real life. Like if somebody asks me if I like them or not, I'm going to give them the fucking straightforward answer. So I feel like I've lived my life as a heel because I'm not going to cater to people like on some John Cena shit.
Right.
And in some ways I feel Paulie Tomaselli, not against you, but in general, because I think Paulie is just a super straightforward guy. And then you got Booby James, who needs to get poked in the eye sometime. I think it's actually a week from Saturday, we get to see Cody James and Northland Pro. They but we're fucking be there anyway. We're heels, man. What do you think? You say we can't go, so we're not gonna go? Fuck you.
I mean, and it's funny. So like we interviewed Paulie Tomaselli.
Yeah.
And the thing of it is, it's like, like when you really delve deep into the mind of some of the wrestlers and their character isn't too far off from really who they are.
No, it's usually kind of like you put a megaphone.
It's kind of spot on, yeah. It's like, you hear Paulie Tomaselli say stuff about indie wrestlers, professional wrestlers on a bigger scale. It's kind of like, damn, like I never looked at it like that. And with me knowing you, it's like, and I've known people like, bro, what you think of this verse, man? That's just whack. Redo it. I've seen you in the music scene. I've seen you in the wrestling scene where you like, bro, like you could do better. And even with me, it's kind of like, bro, that was good, but I know you could do better, Phil. Like I've seen you do better. So that straight shooter, I'm with you on that, bro. And I think a lot of people need more straight shooters than yes men and everything.
Absolutely. And I think that's why our team balances well. Like we'll throw ideas out and someone will be like, how about we do it like this instead? We'll find the way to make it the best product we got.
Yeah.
Which is why we have a bunch of great champions and one giant asshole. Oh, sorry, Cody James.
Yeah.
All right,
go ahead, Joe. I see you talk. Go ahead. I don't want to eat up the time. Go ahead. Go for it.
All right, so I'm gonna go. I got a quick question. So I normally ask who's the Mount Rushmore of your favorite wrestlers, but being that you actually created a wrestling promotion, I want to say, and I actually want you to go in order with this. Your Mount Rushmore of wrestling promoters.
Ooh. Okay. That's hard. I got to say in there somewhere needs to be Gabe Sapolsky for everything he did originally with Ring of Honor and he did with Evolve later on, some progress work. Vince McMahon, there's no denying that. Tony Khan is killing it. I refuse to put Eric Bischoff on there because he technically wasn't booking. He was a company man. They had 11 other people backstage booking. But I think also if you go back to early WCW in the late 80s, early 90s, Dusty Rhodes and Kevin Sullivan were booking there so that they'd have to somehow share that fourth spot because it was Dusty Rhodes who took Sting, who was this just muscle-bound guy, and made him put on the old Sting pants, all the flashy American shit, and made Sting into who he was before he turned into Brandon Lee for the last 20 years. But those would be my tops because in the current wrestling state, everyone said nobody can compete with WWE. And Tony Khan completely fucked that statement up. And I'm hoping Triple H is going to be the one to carry on that legacy because what he's done in just the past few months since Vince got found out he was paying for blowjobs. Like Triple H has done so much to advance the product as far as WWE goes.
Yeah,
that the future is infinite.
I definitely agree.
And somewhere in there, Jim Cornette before he became a racist asshole.
Hey, Jim Cornette's a piece of work, but he's always been an acquired taste. Like you either like really love Jim Cornette, you hate his fucking guts.
I still remember like they had a scaffold match that was here in Chicago at some point. It was Legion of Doom against, I want to say, Bobby Eaton and whoever he was tagging with, and Legion of Doom pushed Cornette off the fucking scaffold. And he broke both of his legs. Arctic Justice.
That was on. What was that? Dark Side of the Ring, or was that on?
Yeah, Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah.
Like Super Brawl or something. It was like a WCW NWA crossover before WCW got kicked out of NWA.
Yeah. I saw that on Dark Side of the Ring. That's the only way I know it, because I want to know half the stuff you're talking about, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. I wouldn't. like the game aspect of it, just because I'm a big Ring of Honor head and just like with indie head. Like, so when I saw like some of our favorite wrestlers be able to go to like Impact, WWE, and WCW, it gets me very excited, because that was kind of my intro to wrestling. At some point, whenever there was like anything going on in Chicago, where I stayed at, public access TV would play wrestling.
What was it? Was it Windy City Wrestling? I want to say it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there would be sometimes that you get to see like the major indies. Like there was like indie, major indies, major. You know what I'm saying? Like majors at that point, and that's where I got introduced to wrestling. Then I got the WWE app at the time, and like Saturdays and everything else. Then Raw came out, and it was good. And then this whole like ruthless aggression thing came out, and I wasn't as big of a fan, so I fell off the face of the earth for a little bit. Then I got back to it. Fuck all the pleasantries. Let's get right to it. I want your toxic take. Okay. For example, I always say that everybody who knows wrestling has a toxic take about wrestling, because you know about it. You're gonna say it out loud. For me, one of my toxic takes is Cody Rhodes is mid. I think Cody Rhodes is okay. I think he's all right. I don't think he's exceptionally great in the ring. I don't think he's that great of a talker. I just think that he's blessed to have a great last name, and he's an okay guy. Now, as a promoter and as a businessman, I think he's great. Up here, he's got it. But as a wrestler, yeah, right. That's my toxic take. Torch, what's one of your toxic takes of wrestling, or hell in life, anything?
I can think of two good ones. My first one would be Goldberg should have never been brought back after 2013.
Oh my God. So you are a fucking genius.
My second one would be that CM Punk is monetarily worth more than the Elite to any company.
I think that's factual. I don't even think that's toxic.
Yeah, but right now it's a toxic fucking. Even saying CM Punk has that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really one of those things where people kind of gotta grit their teeth and be like, but it's right.
He made his money.
He sold out shirts, merchandise, everything. The Summer of Punk had so much potential to be way more than it was. Injuries happened, and then the backstage shit. But prior to AEW, like, the dude was showing improving in WWE. He was, before we got to the whole Daniel Bryan Yes Movement B+ player thing, that's what he was. He was that before he carried the cross for Daniel Bryan, in my opinion, in that regard. So I give him his flowers when it comes to that. But it's just like you said, man, it's a toxic thing when you're just stating a fact. This is legit just a fact. But, the wrestling community seems to hate him right now for whatever reason.
I also don't think, based on what came out yesterday, that he was necessarily in the wrong for what happened.
I don't dislike CM Punk. I just like his antics, but that doesn't mean like I don't think what that second statement about CM Punk is a toxic statement. I think it's a true statement, because you can actually compare it with factual numbers. In WWE, who sold the most T-shirts? Him and John Cena.
Yep.
WWE, who sold the most T-shirts? Him, John Moxley, Kenny Omega, and the Elite. Like that's just he's money. Like he's money in the bank. Ring of Honor was hot when he was there. Him versus Samoa Joe, Cole Cabana, some of the other battles he had with some, like he prints money, bro. Like he just does. Is he a bit of an anarchist? Yeah, a little bit, but not like, you know, who's not? Like who's not? Who's creatively isn't like that? Like that's just how it is. But he prints money. I don't think that second statement is toxic. I think it's truthful.
I do think in the next 12 months we see him back in a WWE ring.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised.
Actually, yeah. I had a hot take prior to everything that took place with CM Punk and the Elite, that I felt like the Elite was going to actually jump ship once the game was out and their contracts was up and finally go to WWE, especially since Vince was gone. And, you know, they had conversations prior. I know Hangman Page was another one they had conversations with Trips. I think it's one of those things that it's more of a possibility than people realize, just because how smart Triple H is in terms of being a promoter. And it seems as if he's able to remove his ego and is able to do truly what's best for business in those type of regards. And this experience in AEW for CM Punk should have definitely taught him, okay, you know what? It was some things over there I liked, I didn't like, but WWE probably is the best place for me right now.
Yeah, he needs a locker room where there's thicker skin, really.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, like they locked Batista and Booker T in a room to beat the shit out of each other to settle the beef. If three guys came up to my locker room and kicked the door in and it hit my dog, I'd probably punch him in the face too.
They hit the dog?
Yeah, the door hit the dog. The dog had to have teeth surgically removed. It was released last night. Punk fired back with he's even got the veterinary information out.
Wow. I didn't know they attacked Larry, man.
Yeah. You got to fuck him up once they hit Larry.
Because I had a dog. I loved the shit out of my dog. So
right.
Yeah, from what happened was they kicked the door open and the door swung and hit the dog in the face and messed up like the dog's face, broke two of the teeth where the teeth had to get surgically removed and all of that. Which leads me to my next question. I've seen you. Knowing you, Taurus, that you take, when a show day is show day, you take ego, and you could have ego if you want. You could literally be a prick if you wanted to, but you choose not to. If something like that happened in the all-heel locker room, how would you have handled it?
I would have cut it off as soon as it started. And it's not like, I know Tony Khan's literally a physically small guy. It's not because, you know, I'm 6'5", I'm 350. I could put half of those guys down. Mm-hmm. But I don't. If you're sitting in that moment and you're Tony Khan and he looked like he was losing his shit, you got to speak up, because this is a company that's running you hundreds of millions of dollars a year right now. And you cannot afford to, like, they lost so much fucking momentum in that one moment. I would have cut it down and been like, dude, go cool the fuck off and then then come back out here and say your piece. Because he ran down 4 guys who were day oneers for that company. And when he went to the back, Jericho had to quietly tell Tony Khan that shit went down in front of the press. So the fact that he sat there knowing his entire investment in that company was on the line, all he needed to do was grow a pair and tell him to shut the fuck up, walk away, and take a shower. And then none of this probably would have happened. It was completely preventable. If it was in our locker room, I would have just been like, hey, you shut the fuck up, go sit in your car, have a smoke some weed, whatever the fuck it is you do to cool down, then come back in here and we'll settle this with cooler heads and a few people present to make sure a fist fight doesn't break out. Right. Yeah. But you're also not going to have that level of ego typically in the indies, I've only come across one wrestler that we've ever booked whose ego let me know exactly that I will never bring that person back. But I also, I talked to you and a few others that day. I was like, so-and-so is not going to be booked here again because they're a giant fucking asshole. I'm not going to make any call outs because I know they have bookings other places locally, but I'll be damned if like one of the least talented people we've ever booked did not have the biggest fucking ego on the planet.
Wow. And why is that? Like, why? You know what? Hold on. Stop the interview yourself for a second. If you're not that good, why your ego so big? Okay, cut that shit out. Talking to a couple of you guys. I don't care if you guys see me in the street. I'm small. I'm gonna sue your ass. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you're talking about. Okay? I'm tiny. All right? My friend is a black belt. He'll beat your ass. Right, Phil? Phil?
I'll call somebody.
Thank you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What you talking about?
Stop, bro. Grow your ass up, bro. Stop.
Look, man, we gotta try to keep this wrestling friendly, okay, Phil? Sheesh.
No,
All right, so Torch, I got another question in regards to the promoter aspect of this thing called wrestling. Walk us through what it takes to actually put together an event for All Heel Wrestling. Like, as far as where does the idea start for the name of the event, who you want to participate, the stipulations, all that kind of stuff.
Typically it starts right where I'm sitting. This table I'm sitting at, myself, Phil, Dede, Heathen, Amber, Laura, depending on whether or not she's at work. And we typically start by picking a date. We kind of look at where it falls in the year, what kind of name scheme we should look like. I think so far Heathen and Dede have named almost every show. And then we have to look at who's holding titles first. AHW 5 Wrestlehaven is the first time our world title is not going to be defended because our world champion did not get a chance to really be crowned because he won the title in a fucking typhoon in the middle of fucking Lake Geneva. So, but we have 12 matches. So we kind of look at the last couple cards, who's really been progressing, who we think has momentum. We try to pair people together who will be beneficial to each other and complementary. And then we pretty much sit here and shoot the shit until everything looks good on paper. And then it comes to a lot of people don't even know a lot of our booking is done by JP, who has been successfully booked on every single one of our cards and still has never wrestled in the AHW ring. He was at number 4 and his match got rained out. 3, he had to work. 2, he was sick. And 1, he had broken his foot. He does a lot of the reach out. The ring always comes from Frankie DeFalco, who runs Brew City Wrestling up in Waukesha. A lot of it's really just, it almost feels like Facebook Messenger logistics.
Okay.
And because, everyone's got different booking fees, different timelines they have to run that day. You slam it all together and you just hope, like last January, we had Rock and Roll Express, Hall of Famers out, and we lost our ass because it ice rained the night before. Yep. Like most of the people who even pre-purchased tickets didn't even show up. That show, it was great visually. There were some great fucking matches. Just having legendary names like Revolution, which is Eric Love and Jimmy Blaze, or Eric Freedom, my bad, against Tommy Rich, who's also a fucking Hall of Famer. I believe he's in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. And Rock and Roll Express was fucking amazing for us. Like Jimmy Blake are the guys who I can frequently go to figure out if I'm lost on an aspect of promoting. And he's the owner of POW, who we love.
Yeah.
But it all starts with a group meeting and us throwing at the wall and seeing what sticks pretty much. And hoping to give Phil as little talk time as possible.
No, that's we laughing, but we got to start doing that because he talks way too fucking much. We got to.
There's no off switch on him, man. It's crazy.
He can go.
Y'all funny as fuck tonight. I see. We got a lot of fucking jokes.
Love you, man. I love you. Stop. I love you because you play too much. I love you. I'm sorry. Stop. Because then you finna get me later. Stop, bro. I'm sorry. I love you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, I spent the whole night before AHW 4, you know, giving Phil fucking tequila shots and trying to convince him Paulie was going to kick his ass at the show the following day.
Man, yeah, that is very true. That is very true.
And I knew damn well Paulie just wanted to fuck with them a little bit, so I was like, yo, let's turn this shit up to a 13. Just
Hey, yo, like, here's the thing. Like, when you... Paulie Tomaselli is not big in height. That dude, he can't put his fucking arms down. Like, how does he put on a jacket? Like, he constantly walks like this.
These are big motherfuckers. Every picture we got of Paulie Tomaselli on the pod, the one that like when they flashed or whatever, like y'all talking about, he's not tall by any shape, fashion, or form. But that motherfucker is wide and strong.
Oh yeah,
jacked. I remember I was like, Torch, man, like, bro, like, what type of damage am I looking at, bro? Like, what the hell? And he was like, I don't know, just take another shot. And I'm like, damn, big up. Damn, big up. And, yo, so Torch, so, well, here, y'all go ahead. I'm gonna shut up. Y'all go ahead.
Go ahead.
Torch, what was the moment? I don't think I've ever asked you this. What was the moment where you fell in love with wrestling, professional wrestling? What was that moment where you just knew, like, this was something that always had to be a part of your life?
It's hard to pinpoint like an actual moment, because you know when they used to actually have WrestleMania at Allstate, I went to WrestleMania out there a couple times. I think the turning point for me becoming like a weekly watcher when I was younger was Hulk Hogan turning heel. I was watching that and I was like, okay, yeah, he's coming out to save his boys. And then he fucking leg dropped Savage and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Oh man.
It like at that point in time, it was so completely unreal. Like I feel like I had a fucking aneurysm. Is like that was what 96. I was like a 12-year-old. My fucking brain just froze.
Wow.
But the NWO thing was so cool and so like it was way ahead of its time, and then it lasted too long and it killed a company. But if they had done it right, it would have been the greatest moment in the history of sports.
Yeah.
Well, sports in general, because I mean Jordan, but you know.
Yeah.
Jordan's better.
I mean, because I think I still remember where I was when that happened. I had my homeboys and we were like still buzzing off of like a cruiserweight match on a trampoline and like trying to do like a corkscrew moonsault. And then we walked inside and we were watching the main event. And I remember like being around our parents and my homeboy being like, what the fuck? And he said like 11, 12 years old. And like he just leg dropped. And he leg dropped, who was it, Sting? He leg dropped Sting?
Macho Man.
It was Macho Man?
Yeah.
No. I remember vividly sitting there. He just sit there, what the fuck? And everybody, and he didn't get in trouble. No one got mad. No one got upset. Like that's how I knew it was like a real fucking moment. But like, you know, my dad does not watch wrestling. My mom does not watch wrestling. Their parents don't watch wrestling, but they know who Hulk Hogan is. And once he did something bad on TV, it was like, no, that's a warranted response. That's a warranted response. That's okay. We'll have to talk about it. Like, dude was in tears. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck is wrong with Hulk Hogan? What the fuck? It was fucking him up. He was out there, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, all that shit. Hulk Hogan turned his back on little ass kids. He ruined lives, nigga.
In hindsight, is totally one of those polarizing moments, or if not the most polarizing moment in wrestling. Because You never saw nothing like that prior to that. This dude was, like you said, he bled yellow and red, like you said, eat your vitamins and your vegetables. And, the only time I can remember seeing him heelish in the capacity was Rocky 3 when he was Thunder Lips.
Yeah.
Like, prior to that.
That was weird. I was like, this is Hulk Hogan acting. So like, because when it happened for me, I was a huge Razor Ramon fan. So when Scott Hall went to WCW, I'm like, fuck all of y'all. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I hope he whooped everybody ass. He didn't get a chance to be world champion in WWF. Fuck them. They don't know shit. Fuck them. He gonna be the world. All type of bullshit that wasn't gonna happen just because it just wasn't meant to be.
He was fanning out. It was regular. Scott Hall was the icon, man. Like the dude rest his soul. Like he was. Man, well, I'm gonna pull my figure out in a second, but yeah, that dude was one of my heroes, man. Like I loved him. It was him and Bret Hart. Like Bret Hart was the top for me, but right up under him was Razor Ramon. Like I loved that dude and Diesel. So when I saw them pop up over there, it was like, oh shit. And he couldn't say who he was, but it was, yeah, you know who I am. It was like,
right.
Oh man.
Don't know why I'm here.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm 11 years old.
I love that guy, man.
Like, I just have a toothpick in my mouth, run around the house waiting for somebody to say something. Just trying to flick that shit all the fucking time. Like that's like Scott Hall was it. When that shit, I say that moment is equivalent to Michael Jordan's shot.
See if I can do it. Yeah, he popped up. Dude, if I told you how many like Kmart's I went to find this guy, when I finally saw him at a Kmart, oh man, I think I only had $40 on me. I bought it.
Bro. That's it. Because that shit was iconic. Like they was all like, I've never seen trash thrown in the ring before. Like that shit was like, you can do that? Like,
the ring was covered with trash and cups and yo.
Bruh, Torch got me over here about to go. That shit about to be replaying as we doing this.
And how lucky was Sean Waltman to be a part of NWO and DX? It's like, who's your favorite? 1, 2, 3 Kid, X-Pac or 6? Like,
and not to be toxic. He hit China. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He wins. All right. Listen, we can say that Hulk Hogan made changes in like wrestling and shit. Sean Waltman, nigga hit China. Okay? All right? On tape, son. On tape.
I got all 3 of them. So
I got all 3. Listen, I got all 3 nights in China too. Pause. I don't even know if I'm pausing right for that one. I don't feel like
I don't think that one needs a pause.
Nope.
No,
okay.
Right. No, that's good.
No. Okay. All right. It's been many. When that shit first came out, I was like, yeah.
It's safe to say that Phil enjoyed watching X-Pac give China the Bronco Buster in real life.
Hey,
what was your favorite? What was your favorite one night in China? 1, 2, or 3? What was your favorite?
I haven't seen any.
Oh, bro!
Torch! I got you. I'm gonna get on LimeWire right now.
LimeWire, Jesus Christ! It's like not a condom.
Right? Yeah.
I got this shit from LimeWire. That shit. I wouldn't let nobody touch the computer trying to download that shit. Stop! I'm almost there. Stop.
I got them all burnt on DVD. I got them all burnt on DVD.
What the fuck, Phil?
I do. I'm serious. I got them all.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, it's my brother. I got LimeWire, and then you get the CD burner, and it could be a DVD burner. So I had mine on DVD, and then I saved it to my computer. I was like, there's no way that life is gonna be like this. This may never happen again. Like I need to be able to download this.
So, yo, Torch.
Yo.
We got some heat coming up November 20th, baby. November 20th. Tell them about November 20th, bro.
It's the 1-year anniversary show. The only reason it's number 5 is instead of 6 is because that January clusterfuck. But 12 matches, 7 title matches, number 1 contender matches. Coda Holiday said this earlier, and I hadn't really thought of it. But we have 3 women's matches as an independent wrestling company. And 2 of the women are competing in a divisional match for a championship that is not a women's championship.
Oh shit, I like that.
Wow.
I like that shit.
So we're trying to break those boundaries. We don't think like, I know back in the day, sometimes intergender wrestling can get a little sketchy. Shout out Paul Heyman and ECW. But there is so much fucking talent right now in women's wrestling that's being underutilized. I'm looking at you, Tony Khan. That we want to be able to give these women a chance to show what they're able to do in the ring, whether it's against a man or a woman or a fucking dog. I don't give a shit. If they can out wrestle somebody, let's see them do it. Yeah. You know, somebody's got to let Nia fucking Jax powerbomb Phil. And I'm there for that.
I'll be there for that too.
Phil, be honest. Phil, be honest. Don't lie to me. If she powerbomb me, you're gonna be a little hard. You're not gonna lie. Don't lie to me. She powerbomb me. She powerbomb me. She powerbomb me. My shit. I don't give a fuck.
The thought of it.
I'll just boom. Fuck you, bitch. That's all I'm saying.
The day Torch booked that match, I'm taking some horny goat. I'm taking the gas station bill.
And some honey. And a blue chew.
And a Red Bull. So if I die in the ring like Ric Flair say, I'm at the place. I'm at the place where I need to die, baby.
It was meant to be.
But yeah, man, like Torch, like talk about some of the matches we got coming up, bro. November 20th at WrestleMania.
Luckily, I've got the whole match card in my view. Well, we got Jax Jackson, who was in the Change of Fortune match with Kenzie James and Perfection at AHW 4. He's coming back to challenge our legal counsel, who you know really well, Eric Schultz, for the number one contender there. Heather Reckless is making her AHW debut, which is dope as hell. She's been on GCW. She's been on Dark. She's been all over the place. Against Blair Onyx, who was in our very first women's match against our former champion, Raven Raddick. She's also been on Dark a bunch of times, and they were both trained by Seth Rollins. I mean, you can't go wrong there. Pit Stain and JP are finally having their...
Oh.
That's the one that we lost last time through because of the fucking rain. That was terrible. Let's see here. We got an unnamed, as of yet, Northland pro wrestler making a debut. I told Nate to nut up or shut up and send somebody over. I guess he's going to bring somebody because we're not pussies. We're going to invite him to our show. We're not going to ban him from being there. Paulie Tomaselli, number one contender match against Rough Crossing to see who's going to take on the winner of CJ Cole and Cody James. Gunnar Wicks is taking on Perfection. Gunnar is not happy losing his title the way he did. Perfection might be a speed bump. We're going to find out either way. You know, it depends on how angry Gunnar is. Leslie Loud Muñeca and Misa Kate for the women's title. I mean, Leslie is a prodigy, man. She's only 17 years old, and she snatched up our title in a fatal four-way. Let's see. Percy Drews. I cannot say enough good shit about Percy Drews.
Man, the Tiger Prince.
I love that kid. Is against Demented Chucky Bates in a hardcore match. Ghetto Gear Solid is going head-to-head with Country Air. Country Air actually contains Doc Simmons and Zach Hendricks, and Doc Simmons will be the first person from this year's PWI 500 to wrestle in AHW.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah. Cody James and CJ Cole. Cody James, fuck that guy. Ken is taking on Coda Holiday for the Change of Fortune title. So 2 women in a non-women's division match for a non-women's title, which is cool as hell. And then we're going to have a number one contenders match, but Moondog Murray, who is now the dog-faced bastard, Greg Murray, is going to take on a yet-to-be-named opponent because we're going to wait and see who is going to take him up on that challenge. And then we've been pitching back and forth, maybe doing a pre-show and doing a battle royal, the first AHW battle royal.
Nice.
We just have to incentivize it somehow so they want to get in the ring and beat the shit out of each other twice in one day.
I mean,
It's by far the biggest card we've ever had. Usually for 7 or 8 matches, this is 12, possibly 13 if the Battle Royal goes off. And I mean, Phil, you were at the venue. That place is going to be banging.
Yeah, shout out to the skate park, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the skate park at Winthrop Harbor, man. Yo, get your tickets. Come through. Pull up.
And pre-sales are fucking popping, so get your tickets as fast as you can, because at some point we're going to hit capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And pre-show tickets are only how much, Torch?
I think the pre-sales are $10, and then door is $15.
Might as well just get them a pre-sale at $10.
Definitely, yeah.
All right, and I was looking at it just now on Facebook and on Instagram. 1 to 5, right? That's the right times.
Roughly, yeah. Ending times are always kind of up in the air.
Okay.
Never know how long matches are going to run. I'm assuming the retirement match is going to be one of those where neither guy is going to want to fucking go down. I also kind of assume it's going to be bloody as almighty hell, and I'm about that.
Okay.
I like real violence.
Okay. So, yo, we're gonna post a bunch of graphics for that shit because I saw you had a bunch of graphics already. And by the way, whoever your graphics guy is fucking phenomenal.
That's our general Heathen.
Shout out to the Heathen.
Heathen all day.
Heathen's
That's
fucking
Heathen,
awesome.
bro. That's his work. That is Heathen's work.
Heathen's fucking awesome. He did
When he knocks those out is insane.
Yeah.
He did like 7 of them today. I was like, how the fuck did you do that?
Yeah, he did the majority of those like today.
Wow.
Heathen is a monster. And yo, I'm working on getting Heathen as well as Amber Heathen to be a part of the show because, yo, when you look at like, yo, I gotta go no chill with Phil mode for a minute. I gotta brag on my fucking family. I do. When you look at the All Hill family as a whole, when you look at the creative team, we some solid motherfuckers, man. We some talented son of a bitches, man. We are. With the connections that me and Torch have, and Heathen has, and Amber has, with the abilities on the graphics and the this and the that. Yo, we here to take over. We showed Northland what's up. We showed Powell what's up.
I mean, there's a reason Cody James went into a casket last time we saw him.
We showed him what's up. Yo, man, all heel. All heel is not the Army, better yet the Navy. Well, kid, man, don't get me started rapping, bro. Don't get me started.
That wasn't George. That was Lil Wayne's. That wasn't George.
That was BG. That was BG.
Oh, you don't know your rap.
Oh, okay.
You don't know your rap.
Okay.
Silence. Fake Tupac. Be quiet.
What the fuck? What, you gonna be them hot boys, Phil?
No, Joe want to be a hot boy so bad. You can tell because he got a do-rag under that beanie. It's not even snowing outside.
Joe, you definitely are winner ready. Like,
you want to be a hot boy so bad.
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself because I don't want no smoke. Okay, I don't want no smoke. All right.
Yo, Torch. I know bro. Again, I know you got a limited, bro. I know all the stuff you got going on. We are not gonna keep you, bro. Thank you so much for rocking with us, chilling with us tonight.
Thank you, man.
For people that want to give out your social media, all that. So if people want to contact you, all that, promote. Do your thing, bro. Go for it. That's all you.
All my social media is the All Heel social media. Twitter, and Instagram, I think, are the same at AH Wrestling. Shit, I think that's really all. I know we have a YouTube page. I don't know if we have a direct link yet. And Phil, I'll do you one better. I'll make the first announcement for our March show. March, All Heel Wrestling. It'll either be 6 or 7. We haven't figured that out yet. There will be an established former member of AEW who was full-time signed to AEW. We're not talking about somebody from Dark. Somebody from the main roster will be competing against the winner of Chucky Bates and Percy Drews.
Yeah. That's some good shit. That's some good shit. It was our podcast.
You heard it here first.
Exclusive.
Even
See, bro, that's why we fucks with you, Torch, man. That's why we fucks with all here.
I want to say, even the creative team doesn't even know that yet. I'm pretty sure me and Day Day are the only ones who actually know who it is.
And you ain't even got to tell me, bro. We can keep that like that.
And I will tell you dead ass, it is not Colt Cabana. That motherfucker wanted a ton of money. I love him. I love his work, but no.
Well,
Colt.
Dude lives 10 miles away, wanted $1,500. I was like, pass, bruh.
Colt, what the fuck? Colt.
That was pretty much my response. I was like, we'll not be getting back to you, sir.
yeah.
You can't wrestle more than 30 minutes anyway, Colt. I'm sorry. I'm shut up.
Y'all got anything else for Torch, man, before you get up out of here?
Nah, thank
It's
you.
been a pleasure. Thank you for your time, brother.
And
Thank you.
Anytime you want me to come back through, man, holler at me. Don't have Phil holler at me. You guys holler at me, Logan. Joe, not him. I deal with Phil enough day-to-day life. And the stress that comes with dealing with Phil.
It's a lot.
And
Yeah,
remember,
we've been learning.
we're gonna put Phil and Cody James in a fork on a pole match. So we'll see who's really throwing forks after that.
What the hell? This ain't shit on field day. This is not what we doing, y'all.
We're not shitting on you. You
This
just
is not what the hell we doing.
no one's shitting on you.
Constructive
Y'all love me.
criticism, my friend.
It's constructive criticism. Okay, you said you like solid motherfuckers in your corner. Here's a solid motherfucker telling you something right now. Phil, you're fucked up. I love you. You're fucked up. Okay? You're toxic. Okay? You're toxic, but I love you. I love you. Toxic as shit. And you're fucked up.
Hold on, real quick. Did you just call me fucked up?
Yes.
I'm fucked up, but you got a hoop earring? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get your ass out of here. Yeah. Silence.
You have a sharp point to the top of your head like a no vacancy sign arrow. Stop talking to me.
You see the scar right there? That's from the plate, baby, that's holding my shit together.
Oh, Phil, damn it, I feel bad. See, I'm sorry, Phil.
Before I leave, did Phil tell you guys that he's got a full back piece of Kamala jacking off the Great Khali?
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
Tony.
wow.
Y'all some dirty motherfuckers tonight,
Wow.
boy. I swear y'all some dirty motherfuckers tonight, man. Yo, Torch, always love, baby. Always love,
All
bro.
day, bro. I'll see you next Saturday when we go say hi to Nate and company.
Oh, man, Northland Pro already know what's up. They still ain't learned their lesson, bro.
They banned us from the building. I don't know what the fuck they think that's going to accomplish. Like, do they think we're like, oh, you guys can't come? We're just going to be like, okay, you win.
We'll stay home, sorry. On the mean streets of Woodstock, Illinois.
Right?
We'll stay home. Like, cut it out.
For the record, the name of the company is All Heels Wrestling. The dude we have on the pod is Torch. A man not to be fucked with. He's 6'5", 300 pounds with a face tattoo. He will fuck you up. Okay? Not playing no games when I say that. If my eyes got big, he will fuck you up.
Show him the Torch tattoo. Show him the Torch tattoo.
Yeah, no, we don't fuck with people like that. Okay, it's some people you don't. Motherfucker that will sit through that will beat your ass. Okay, the voice of All Heels Wrestling is below.
The voice of violence, baby. The voice of violence.
Voice of violence. That is Philip Morris Sr. Right? He's
Here we go with the bullshit. Jehoshaphat, bro. Stop that shit,
Hey,
bro.
shut up, man. I'm giving you some props right now. Shut your dirty mouth. He is the voice of All Heels Wrestling, the voice of violence. He is a black belt, and he is affiliated. Okay? You don't fuck with him either. So Northland Pro Wrestling, I don't know you, but you're in some trouble come this Friday or come this Saturday, whenever they're going up there. And I'm not going to be there because I sue people. I like to play. I'm light skinned. I have a nose ring and I'm an entertainer. And I can't get hit in the face. Okay? All right? Now, when they get there, Phil going to tell us about it. And it's going to be his side of the story. And we're going to believe his side. Because Torch ain't whooping my ass over no bullshit. With that being said, thanks for tuning in. Give it up for Torch, ladies and gentlemen. Chance to get the Torch. Okay. Thank you, man. Seriously. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Does anybody have a catchphrase they want to say before they go? Go ahead, Old Man Logan.
Oh, man, you know how we do this, man. We the ones. And you know we want the smoke, baby.
Go ahead, Phil.
2 quick things. Ladies, if your vagina look like a roast beef sandwich from Arby's, don't jump in the hot take inbox.
Yeah, Phil, we still doing that. We still doing that.
Let me do my outro. Shut up.
Nah, shut up. Right. I'm sorry.
You got a knot in the back of your do-rag. Shut up, Chingy.
I'm shutting up.
Ladies, for real, we like pretty vaginas. Don't bring that gyro plate to the inbox. Don't do that. I don't want that. Get that big ass beef sandwich the fuck out my face.
Fuck.
Like, man, I'm not, bro. Have y'all seen the inbox lately and what the females been put? Bro, it's disgusting. I don't want a beef and cheddar triple deluxe. No, get that big shit out of here. And hell, some women can use a circumcision too. I'm just putting that out there.
Okay, all right.
Let me just stop. And last but not least, ladies, please remember my couch pulls out. I don't. Thank you.
George?
I don't even know how to follow what Phil just said, but
Sorry, putting you
allheelwrestling.com for all your merchandise, and Phil does not necessarily represent all the views of All Heel Wrestling at all.
And he doesn't, and also with Hot Take, he doesn't represent us either. It's 98% he says is right. The other 2% we don't fuck with. That was a 2%.
I co-signed that entire fucking statement.
Yep.
That's fucking terrible.
But you said it, my nigga. You said it. With that being said, 2 things you need to learn. Hot Take Wrestling is awesome. Torch will fuck you up.
Thanks for listening to the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. Hot Take Wrestling Podcast is part of the NMG Podcast Network, a division of NMG Enterprises, LLC. Follow us on Twitter at Wrestling Take. Follow us on Instagram at Hot Take Wrestling. You can listen to the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast on any streaming platform of your choice.